Today, we're touring BBQ. It's finally fall, which means the summer heat is winding down. We're a few months away from Thanksgiving, and football's back. I try to stay pretty disciplined year-round with my workouts, eating clean, all of that. But it's kind of tough hitting those markers this time of the year, especially when you have some good old barbecue around the corner. I have this revolving gourmet list I always wanted to try, and some of these have been on there for years. So the goal is to hit all three in one day, but barbecue is heavy. So we'll see how far I make it. We started off with something kind of untraditional, Egyptian-inspired barbecue. Tahini, toum, and pomegranate glaze. I don't think I've ever had barbecue like this before, but it works. The brisket rice bowl was amazing. Turmeric rice, nuts, pomegranate seeds, with brisket mixed in. Coming from an ethnic background myself, I really appreciated this. Felt like I was back in my mom's kitchen. So still barbecue, but it feels like it traveled a little. The surprise favorite though was the pistachio rice pudding. I didn't feel like anything was missing from it, and it had just the right amount of sweetness. That pudding really sealed it for me. Didn't think I'd be saying this about barbecue, but here we are. Time for stop number 2. We couldn't handle going to 3 places yesterday. That was rough. Definitely did not expect to get that full so quickly. We had like reasonable portions, right? We ordered it based off of knowing we're gonna go to 3 places, and still we got full somehow.
I didn't expect that either. I actually think it's a good idea. Space it out.
Also, the place that we wanted to try that got a Michelin star didn't work out. I think they're only open from 11 to 4. They run out of things really quickly. They sold out of the brisket, but the brisket is why we're going there in the first place. We're gonna have to try that again another day. 1-day event and a 1-day journey end up being split into 3. That's okay. We're gonna have barbecue 3 times in a week. What I love in this city, there's so many different spots that have a variation of fried chicken, a Mediterranean spot, Indian spot, sushi spot. They have like some item that's like unique and special to them. One spot that was like a Southern comfort.
Like the Creole, Southern Creole.
Yeah, it was like a Southern Creole. Today, we're gonna try the spot, which also got a Michelin star. Before we moved out here, I really thought that I would get so sick of barbecue. I never thought I was even a fan of barbecue. Like, what experiences in the Northeast could you say that was like a true barbecue experience? Like Famous Dave's, maybe. We basically had like the ballpark backyard barbecues. It was just so different than down here.
My favorite used to be sides until I actually started eating cuts.
You weren't a huge fan of brisket. When we actually first moved here,
I was like, I'll take all the sides.
I was actually like that too for a while. And there was one day with my friends and I didn't get to choose to put the order in, and it was like a shared thing, and it was just like all these guys just eating a bunch of different types of cuts of meat. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go along with it. And you know what? It was a great experience. Now, first, we have about a 30-minute drive. I gotta fill up on gas. We'll tune in a little bit. Our second spot took us to a place known for putting a modern spin on Texas barbecue. Instead of the usual brisket and ribs, they're known for serving cuts that you don't really see everywhere, like beef cheeks and whole hog. I don't think I've ever had beef cheek before. Actually, wait, maybe I did have it in Italy with some carbonara? Either way, this was completely different. Tender, rich, and packed with smoke. Let me try the... They also had what I guess is known to be a barbecue staple, Frito pie. It's almost like chili, but with literal Fritos in them. Crispy, salty, cheesy. It's like a mustard aioli. Really good. And messy in just the best way possible. Felt like the kind of thing you eat at a backyard game, only way better. This place was definitely barbecue, but with a creative twist. It's like one of those situations where you get full quickly, but it's so good you can't stop eating. And you'll probably regret it later, but you're okay with that.
I like the vibe of this place too. All right, let me get it. Gonna keep going. You think it's like the brisket they chop up, or just ground beef? Not carrying it anymore. If we would do all three in one day, I would have lost my mind. There's a waymo. I saw one the other day. The way it sped up was like the funniest thing. It saw traffic was low, and all those cars went, so it sped up just to hit this right speed limit. Yo, how much was all? You don't know? 50?
Yeah. Wait, so do you have room for dessert or no?
Yeah. I didn't order it?
And then how could you not have dessert after? I'd say the beef cheeks stuck with me the most. Easily one of the most unique plates I've had so far. Stop number 2 is in the books. Time for the last one. All right, so I've been having aches and pains after eating barbecue. Like my muscles are sore, I have like brain fog. I mean, that I understand, but I don't understand why I feel so tired to like even go to the gym or lift or whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Our last and final barbecue spot. This is also a Michelin star, and we're trying to be one of the first customers, and this place only has like a 5-hour open window, and it's opening day for the Jets. This is our Super Bowl right now, the beginning of the season, during training camp, all the way up until week 3, and then that's when everything goes to because we lose all season hopes basically by week 3. And you know the jersey that I have? Did I tell you what I'm planning to do with it? Okay, so for every Super Bowl win, you know how they won a Super Bowl already back in the 60s? My goal is get the Super Bowl patch, put it on the jersey for each time they win this. My plan is as it stacks up all over the jersey, the front and the back, right? Passing it on as like a family heirloom. It would be like a Jets heirloom with all the patches on it. Yeah, it'll have like no real world value, but it'll be valuable for our family. Isn't that a good idea?
So you're gonna give an empty jersey?
What? You really know how to ruin my mood. It's all about being positive, okay? Every year is their year. And the fact that you think that by the time I leave this planet, that they're not gonna win a single Super Bowl is a problem. Yeah, I'm only looking for 5. I'll be more than happy with 1. 5 is a solid number. Doing the math right now, hopefully how many years I have left. Yeah, maybe these cloudy days, a foreshadowing of their big L today. I'm trying to be positive, but you know, when you say that they're not going to win, it's a little bit hard. New quarterback, new coach, definitely going to be a fun time. And most of all, we're going to be watching it while eating. What did you say? You said there was something really different about here. Oh yeah, what was it? What were the sides? Scalloped potatoes, yeah. So I'm a potato fiend. I think it's like a genetic thing for me. If you put potatoes in any single form, I will inhale it. Scalloped potatoes is definitely one of my favorite. I don't see really many places selling that, so hopefully they don't run out. I think this line is going to be humongous. We're going to check in with you guys a little bit later. Goodbye. Waited about 2.5 hours in line.
You know what I'm going for first? I guess.
Which felt like a badge of honor by the time we got up to the counter. Totally worth it though. We ripped through a bunch of stuff: lamb taco, peach glazed pork belly, say that 5 times.
Let me tell you something. This might be the best meat item you've ever had in your life. And it's the peach glaze. I want to save it.
Scalloped potatoes, brisket, creamed corn.
I would come here just for that.
And beef rib. The peach glazed pork belly, unbelievable. Every bite was the perfect hit. It almost felt like meat candy.
Just enjoy.
The lamb taco was another surprise. We didn't come here for tacos, but I couldn't really help myself.
Alright, so we'll make a sandwich with that. What should we do with this? Just eat it, right?
The beef rib and brisket gave that rich, fatty, and was comforting.
It's definitely the food that's making me fall asleep. And we might have gotten a little too much.
And the scalloped potatoes delivered on my 24/7 potato craving. I ended up leaving totally wiped.
Very good barbecue sauce.
But I'm so glad we made the trip.
think I'm gonna start doing stuff like this where I'm like fasting all week. And then when I open my fast, it's for like places like this. I'm not joking.
If you're in town,
Definitely Michelin star worthy. They got a 1 star. I think it deserves 2 to 3 stars.
and only get to do one spot from this crawl, this is the one you plan for. Get those beach chairs ready to wait in line.
And you know what? They're smart too. Decide to have it all the way out here rather than Austin itself. How long have we been here? Like, I'm gonna go back and fall asleep. It's part of life, right? Can't always hustle. Slow living. And there's still a line. It's a good way to spend your like Saturday, Sunday with family. It was worth it though. All right, I'm done. I can't eat anymore. I'm not gonna force myself either. So good. So we just wrapped up our 3rd and final spot. 3 barbecue spots in 4 days. I'm gonna eat so light the rest of the week.